really not ready for this?
I'm ready for a beer when this is over.
Time to collect your paycheck!
You're hunting for more cutscene. Retrieving escape pod.
That is the core gameplay loop of Deep Rock Galactic, a co-op horde shooter developed by the Danish Ghosthship Games. You drop in, kill bugs, complete your mission, and extract. Deep Rock Galactic is one of my favourite games of all time. The low polygonal art style, the scenery, the guns, the flipping soundtrack! Most other games, even games I've played more, have for me failed to keep me coming back to it time and time again. This incredible experience filled with adrenaline pumping action, destroying bug after bug as you barely make it out alive with only one magazine left to spare, barely make it in onto the drop pod with pretty much no health left, and hearing that victory theme. But this game also has great quiet moments, just soaking in the atmosphere of this alien planet as you mine the final ore that you need. The movement of the cave floor as you run past them, the sounds the crystal makes as you destroy them. This game is one thick atmosphere, but the caves aren't the only place where the atmosphere is thicker than a loot bug. The space rig is just as atmospheric, with quiet droning of machinery humming as you walk out of your sleeping pod onto the deck, looking out onto Hoxie's as you walk to the window. Without even having to go into the drop pod to get into a mission, the space rig has more things for you to do than most modern AAA titles. There's an arcade machine, the barrel toss game thingy, there's the entire memorial hall.
The memorial hall is where we honor the fallen. Feel free to walk around and pay your respects.
None can stand before us!
And of course, the Abyss Bar, my favorite place. Craziest drinks! Drinks that make you small, drinks that make you big, drinks that make you realize the existential dread that nothing in this universe matters and we're all going to die alone one day. Drinks that make you fart. Yeah. Anyways, what's in my opinion most impressive out of anything is that I have never in my life had a singular toxic experience in this game. In an online multiplayer game, I have never once had a singular bad experience with any individual. How the game achieves this is honestly quite clever. I've mentioned a few times that Deep Rock Galactic is a co-op game. But despite that, nobody really talks in the chat or in the voice chat. I legitimately didn't even know this game had a voice chat until SNIS mentioned it in a video. So then how do you communicate with other players? You ping.
Beer mug here!
Almost every single thing in this game has a unique voice line when you ping it. This makes it easy to make it clear what you want. Just ping it and your dwarf will comment on it.
We're rich! We're rich!
We're rich!
We're rich! We're rich!
We're rich!
But enough yapping about the atmosphere, game loop, and community. Let's get to the meat of this game. What's most important to me in any video game is game feel. In other words, how does the game feel to play? Well, game feel good. Like, really, really good. It's weighty and responsive, play as dwarves in big, bulky armor with heavy guns, and the game certainly makes you feel like you are. That's not to say that this is a slow-paced game, quite the opposite actually. Even during the quieter parts of the game, you can't stand still for even a second. You always need to be moving towards the next objective, away from bugs, towards the drop pod, etc. It's that perfect balance between weighty, tactical gameplay and fluid, high-paced action that makes this game a joy to play. It's not just about blasting through enemies or surviving the mission, it's about feeling like a dwarf in a dangerous alien world, and doing it with a group of friends at your side. This game knows exactly how to make each movement and each moment count, and that's what makes this game feel so good. I know this video is rather short and you can't really go into the ins and outs of an entire game in only 7 minutes, but I highly recommend picking this game up if you haven't already, especially if you enjoy co-op games or horde shooters, or both. You won't regret it. Thank you to everyone who has worked on this game and the entire Deep Rock Galactic community for the best co-op experience I've ever had in a video game.